valuable to life. Frank Mir did to him what I did to you.
What's up? What's up? So we are here. We are with Mr. Mac and Ace. And we are talking about UFC and UFC 299. And we are looking at football free agency as well. So obviously we had 299 and we had the big card. We had excellent fights. And we definitely got our money's worth. What do you guys think? One of the best cards of the year?
Yeah, it's rare that we jump on fights that big, but we called it on our pre-fight that this was a good card to go bet on and make some money, good investments. And yeah, literally everything we touched would have won if you were our clients and took our advice, but not always the case. But yeah.
We got that on tape too. We got that. We did the whole breakdown during the Phoenix and Nuggets game. You remember that, Mac?
I completely forgot about that.
Yeah, and the professor was like super sober, and all his picks were wrong, basically.
Yeah, the professor.
Now I remember.
Yeah, the professor. He swore on the French military man, but the Frenchman, he.
What did I say?
He was special forces.
He was in there with the whole special forces. He ain't winning in Miami.
Yeah,
he's
that's
like
special
Kennedy.
forces.
I said, yeah, I told you. I said he better take his armor, his guns, his ammo, his mask, because he's gonna need it to have a chance against the Diamond.
Absolutely, man. He did need it. But let's start at the bottom of the card before we get to that exciting fight. But that's a heck of a breakdown right there. Did you guys get anything from the Joanne Wood Myra Morez fight, or did you even watch any of the prelims?
I didn't watch it. The best thing that happened is Joanne Wood retired. So there we go.
Oh, you're tired of her, huh?
She's just middle of the road, Probably a nice woman, but she's never really did anything good.
You got to do something. You got to have a hobby in your life. Why not play at the professional? Yeah, exactly. I never understood why people. What?
Hey, I know her name. She doesn't know my name, so maybe she's doing it right and I'm not.
That's true. And if she's watching right now, we give you props. She could be watching. Were there any of the early prelims that you really saw something special? Someone that might come out of it? Someone to watch?
Go off the list. I gotta draw on memory.
So we had Robles Despiage and Josh Parisian.
Skip.
And Michael Pereira, and versus Mikael Ojajitskijak.
Pereira for sure prospect, but I didn't watch that fight. I'm assuming he won. That's who I would have bet on.
Yeah, he did. And then how about Ayan Kutolaba versus Philippe Lins?
Did not watch that either.
So that's all the early prelims.
So I watched that's the pre-prelims. I watched most of the prelims, I believe, but the prelims were good.
Yeah, they had a full card.
Dana went all out to destroy that boxing card, and yeah, he did it, man. This is one of the highest gates they had, especially for a small guy like O'Malley's a fucking star, man. But not only that, he's not like a fake star. Like he could probably do like this was we'll get into that after, but yeah.
Well, did either of you catch the Francis fight?
I saw most of it, but it was pretty bad. For Francis, it was bad.
Yeah. What about you,
That's what should
Mac?
happen when an MMA guy goes to boxing.
I was busy working.
Oh, sorry.
Jeez. But did you see the knockout?
I saw a picture of him folded like a chair. That was pretty bad.
Yeah. You think he comes back to UFC?
Well, no, he's not in UFC. He's on the other promotion.
Oh, he's in PFL, but do you think he comes back to UFC? How long is his contract?
I don't know, but he just signed it like a year ago, I think.
Interesting.
And part of it, he's like an ambassador or something. I don't know, but I don't think if I were him, I'd go back to MMA. I mean, unless he's gonna like what box some nobody names, but he's a big name. But I mean, I think I don't know. He got heck of money. I heard so.
Well, is PFL like the Saudi Arabia UFC version?
No, it's a professional fight league. But I don't know who owns it. I think UFC owns PFL. Is he with PFL?
Yeah, PFL.
Oh no. That one's just on ESPN Plus. That's why I got it mixed up. But no, it's just a different league, a smaller league.
Interesting.
But they
So you
probably pay
got
him top dollar, right, to get him away from them.
absolutely. I never understood why one of these like XFL or Canadian Football League doesn't just pay someone like Josh Allen, like
$100
you
million,
know, I don't,
right?
$100 million. Yeah, here you
Not
go.
even, not even, not even. You give them fucking ownership and money, right?
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. You could really compete. Why not? If you're going to go bankrupt, regardless, you might as
Who's
well
the
go all out.
Who's the young star right now? Quarterback,
Uh,
obviously. That's
Quarterback. You
over.
have to get. No, I think you could get in that league. You could probably get a really exciting running back because I think runs are more exciting
Okay, good.
than passing.
Just keep going, because you're about to get me on the football. Let's go down the card.
Okay, yeah. So we got Pedro Munez versus Kyler Phillips. I know
Munez.
Mac is Kyler Phillips unanimous
Okay.
decision.
Boring. Damn. Surprise. No, go next.
Matiez Gamrot versus RDA.
Yeah, already lost badly, which we all predicted. So
Yeah, he's pretty much done.
he's just an old gatekeeper with a lot of miles, and then he was at 155, which he has. I mean, he had trouble cutting weight before when his cardio would get affected. Now he's older; it's not going to be well.
Yeah. What do you think about RDA, Mr. Mac?
I didn't even know he was still fighting, to be honest.
Yeah, he's number 11. He's still ranked at least, but they give rankings to everybody until they drop out, right? And then in women's flyweight, you got Caitlin Ciranada versus Macy Barber. And I know you like Macy Barber.
Well, her name's Caitlin Chikagian. She changed her name, but she still sucks. New name,
Caitlin, yeah,
same
yeah,
shitty
my bad.
fighter.
Yeah,
But
but Macy
the fight
Barber,
sucks.
unanimous position.
Caitlin, she just since she came in, she's just super fucking mediocre mid. She gets title shots because the division's so weak, but her fights are super boring. She's gonna get points. She has no power, not much wrestling. Very mediocre. And then Macy Barber's a young prospect who has actual talent and is getting better. So I don't know. Did you
Yeah.
see that fight? Yeah, you can see they're fighting like they're
Oh
fighting.
yeah,
Macy's swinging like a dude, and Caitlin's hitting like a girl.
exactly. Yeah, it looked
That's
like
point fighting.
yeah, she was defending, but not defending well. It just looked like you said, like what you would expect from a girl, but you just seen the difference
And
in stand
athleticism,
up
right?
ability. Yeah,
Athletic ability.
absolutely.
She's much more of an athlete, and you could tell like Caitlin probably was one of these older generations of like fighters where like it wasn't full time; they did it part time. And Macy, like I think she got into the UFC when she was 21, so she's
Yeah,
really young. And I mean, a couple more years, she learns more. Should be a top prospect, title contender.
a- absolutely. You think she gets a championship shot? I'm pretty
Not right
sure.
now. I don't think yet.
Well, yeah, but I mean, in the future, maybe like
Yeah,
two,
if I were to
three
predict
fights.
it, yeah, I would say she'd get at least a title shot or two, maybe even win a belt. But yeah, she's
Yeah,
good. She's got talent, and like I said, she's a tough girl and she can bang. So
and here's someone who should have gone for a title shot a couple more times. Curtis Blades versus Jalton Almeida, and of course you think Curtis Blades is just going to lay on him, but he gets the TKO in the second round.
well, like the
Pretty
first fight,
unbelievable.
this is funny because Curtis Blades is a really good dominant wrestler, and it's probably why he doesn't get title shots. He fights really smart. He fights to his style. He'll hump you to
Yeah,
death and do a ground and pound, and it's not very entertaining, even though he's got heavy
yeah,
hands. But this is
yeah,
probably the first fight where he fought the better grappler. And the first round, Almeida just took him down at will. Like he threw him down. He literally picked him up and power slammed him, which Curtis Blades is a big fucking dude. I don't think he's ever been
oh
slammed
yeah,
that way. He looked like, what the hell's going on? And he was
yeah.
manhandled. He didn't get damaged. He did not hurt him. He did not get submissions. Not really, but he was just ragdolling him. So, and then the second round, he
That's a
shot
tough
for
thing to
that.
do.
He shot for that double leg, And Curtis just
Yeah,
pounded his fucking head with hammer fist, and then they knocked him out.
absolutely.
You can't
And
take the
Curtis
hammer
Blade,
fist from heavyweight, that's for
no.
sure.
Well, I remember when Curtis said he was going to make his game more exciting because he wanted that money. You know, he wanted the title shots and he wanted the money. So he didn't really turn it around, but he's continuing on that track. So let's see what he does. This is a big win for him. Performance of the night, everything. So
Big win.
good
Finish,
for
too. You don't get too many
yeah, good for
finishes,
him.
so
No, no, no.
seems like a cool dude. I was happy for him. And we predicted it, so it's even better.
Exactly, but we predicted that he was going to win by decision. What do you think about that fight, Mr. Mack? Anything?
I
Are you
didn't
a
watch
Curtis
the.
Blades fan?
I didn't get to watch the prelims.
Are you a Curtis Blades fan?
I've only seen him fight, I think, like 2 times, so I can't. I don't really have
He does.
enough.
Max says he doesn't like prelims because they're poor people free fights.
And he
Oh,
says, "Get me to the main card. I want the money fights."
Mhm.
Yeah, good for you, man. Got it like that. That's awesome. Well, speaking of the main card, you got Peter Young versus Xiang Ye Dong. And does anybody ever make it far up the chart from like China, Korea, anything? I mean, it's amazing how once they get up in the high uh, 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 rankings, they don't make it that far. I don't understand that.
I don't know.
I would like this.
Korean
I'd like.
Zombie, Weili Zhang. I mean, Weili Zhang is like probably the best 115 pounder UFC's had. Even, and that's me, who I'm a diehard fucking Johanna fan, and Weili is a much better, younger, more better all around fighter.
Well, she's probably the best Asian champion in UFC, right?
In MMA, period, probably like mainstream MMA. Yeah.
Probably the only Asian champion.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe like
I
when Glory or one, they had some back then or Pride.
yeah. Pride was huge, but they always come. I mean, when the UFC when they always come over, it just doesn't translate well or something. I don't know.
Well,
What do
it's
you
just
think it is, Mac?
it's like a 1 day travel. So imagine that fucking time clock to get used to that. No one speaks your language. There's no food. Food's all different.
They should do a UFC in like Singapore or something.
Well, Dana does
Maybe
that, man. Like that the one he did in Mexico and with Wiley, he tried to do one. He did one not in China, but it was I think it might have been Korea when they had the Korean Zombie headlined it, and it was fucking
Ooh,
nuts, dude. And he
that
gets
would
a
be
lot of
sweet.
local
yeah,
fighters, so that one was huge. I think Korean lost. Korean Zombie lost though.
Well, yeah, that's what he does. But
yeah. Song. Oh,
go ahead, Mac. You got to be aggressive. We're not going to give you anything.
oh no,
Speak, my friend.
I just forgot what I was gonna say.
Holy smokes. Can you get your hand out of your butt and focus on the fights, brother? Jeez. You're looking like Peter Yan out there. All right. Anyways, but did you guys see anything good from Peter Yan? You think he's back?
Yeah, he showed life. This definitely a tough fight because that guy Song Yadong is a good striker. They both got power, and I don't know,
Yeah.
man. Peter Yan, ever since that one fight with he fought Aljo's guy. What's his name?
Aldermarion?
No, not
Uh,
Aljo. He fought the other guy, the Maroth guy with like unlimited fucking cardio.
oh, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah,
he just
yeah.
kept humping him and taking him down, and he's just relentless. And he's like he was flinching and fainting, like flinching so hard on any time that guy fainted for a double or a single, and he was like,
Yeah.
yeah, but he eventually took him down. He did good. His striking's always good, and he got a big win because he's had a couple losses ever since he lost the belt. So
Oh,
for him,
yeah.
this is
He
a huge
needed that.
win. Yep.
Absolutely.
And did he get the finish? I think he did, right?
No decision.
Decision. Okay, I saw most of it. I didn't see the whole fight.
Yeah. It was kind of a boring fight. I wasn't too excited to see it, and it was a little lackluster. But I'm glad to see him win because Peter Yan is exciting when he's at his best. So it's it'll be good to see him fight someone else. Who do you think he fights next? Any idea? Who could you throw him in the ring with in the octagon?
He's 135, right?
Yeah,
Um,
bantamweight. What is
maybe
that?
what's that one guy's fighter? Rob Font. That'd be a good fight, and somebody who's like right there in the middle. And Rob Font always gets like a lot of. I think he has like 6 or 7 fight of the night bonuses, so he's exciting to both strikers. And I don't think Rob Font's too high. but I don't know what Peter Yan's ranked either. That'd be a good
Yeah,
fight to watch.
he's ranked at 4, so he's
That's
pretty
pretty
high.
So
So
yeah, he probably wouldn't be a good fight for him. But maybe he gets the guy who just lost. What's his name?
who's
Cheeto.
that? Ooh, yeah, that would be exciting. I think that's a good fight. I think, oh man, they need to add something to 300. But regardless, Gilbert Burns versus Jack
Cheeto ain't
Della.
fighting for a while. So
No, 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 no. He ain't fighting for a while. They both got messed up pretty good, man. That was a heck of a fight, but we'll get there in a second. But Gilbert Burns versus Jack Della Maddalena.
I didn't see much of this fight. I think Gilbert Burns won.
No, no, no. Jack won.
Okay, it was back and forth
Yeah,
during the fight. Yeah. I think he Gilbert looked fucking gas. I think he took the
yeah.
fight short notice.
Third round KO. 3 minutes and 43 seconds into the round, so it was all almost there. And he didn't look good, and he wasn't going to win that anyway. So, but he got KO'd.
Yeah, I don't think we said stay away from this fight. So
Yeah, I don't think I want a Gilbert Burns fight. Matt kind of reminds me of a Gilbert Burns on short notice. And this is a good fight right here. Kevin Holland versus MVP. Ooh, this was a brain buster. This was a barn
kind of a
burner.
kind of a disappointment, man. I like MVP. I like Kevin
Yeah.
Holland, and I mean, I've never seen anyone make Kevin Holland boring, and that's
Ooh,
what
yeah.
MVP did. And I was waiting for Rogan. I love Rogan, and then none of them said it. But like when you watch Holland fight, he fights exactly like Lyoto Machida, that karate, that Lyoto Machida, Wonder Boy Thompson style, where he stays away. He's got that side stance, and like he snaps in and out, and it's hard to hit him because he's so far away. And that's exactly what Holland couldn't hit him. Like by the
Yeah.
third round, he was just fucking pissed and didn't even want to fight no more, and he just couldn't touch him. I mean, it wasn't even much of a fight. And then MVP he did get in there. He stung him a couple times, and just like a karate fighter, he just point fought him and won a decision.
Yep. Yep. He just kind of took him out slowly and methodically, But Kevin Holland, he always brings that, whatchamacallit. It's like not fundamental, but it's like the awkward style. You're not sure what he's going to do. And
Yeah.
I would never bet on this guy. It's just too risky.
Right, you're gonna
He's,
get it's like hit or miss. That's it. It's Famer fan, and
yeah,
we said even on the fight, we said stay away because we don't know MVP coming over. We don't know how good he's gonna be. It's kind of like a prove it fight. And the UFC did what the UFC does. I mean, MVP, I'm sure they paid him a lot of money to get him over here, and
yeah,
they gave him a good matchup. I mean,
they
what's his
did. Yeah.
weakness? His weakness is wrestling. That's the one thing Kevin Holland is not good at. He's good jiu-jitsu submissions. He's a really good striker. But he's not going to shoot a double or like keep you on against the fence because he doesn't like to be boring. He wants to strike, and they gave him a good matchup. So, but if he faces a wrestler, that'd be interesting.
And Kevin Holland, he's going to stick around. He'll be like a gatekeeper, and if he's a big underdog, I'd take him because he's got that power and to take people off the.
I wouldn't say he's a gatekeeper. I say he's a good star because he is a star. He's a good draw. He talks a lot of shit. He's kind of
when you hear him talk, he's just like not all there, It just doesn't seem like he's all there.
He reminds me kind of like, what's the heavyweight, the Black Beast?
Oh, okay. What's his name?
Derek Lewis.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, like his personality, like he's a star, but he might contend for a title here and there. He takes a lot of short notice fights. He's exciting. But I don't think he's ever going to be like a dominant run champion. And also, you know who, too? Kind of like he's like this generation's Cowboy.
Yeah.
Because he's always taking fights. He's short notice. He's exciting. But he's probably never – he might get a title shot, but he's not going to like have a title run.
Exactly. He might get up there for a second. But for MVP, did you see anything that like makes you think he could be a champion? That wasn't impressed with his fight,
No, I don't think. I think he does what Wonder Boy does, but Wonder Boy's way better at it, and Wonder Boy couldn't, crack the top.
Yeah, that would be a good fight. That'd be a fun fight to see.
Yeah, that'd be a good one.
Yeah,
but Wonder Boy's not going to wrestle him, so.
No, he's going to stay away from that as much as he can. Keep the distance. Did you see anything in that, Mac, that you want to bring up? What do you like about that? Are you a big MVP fan?
Um, no, I liked his highlight videos on YouTube. Um,
Okay, thanks for that input.
I don't I don't think he'll be getting a title shot anytime soon. Um,
No. Yeah, I could imagine that. Yeah, but he does have the hype train kind of behind him, but he didn't do himself any favors in that fight. He
do you
kind of.
do you think he should fight? He should probably fight another top 15, right? Not just
Oh
fight a
yeah.
top 10.
Oh, absolutely. No, he's got to get a top 10. How old is he? I think he's pretty old, isn't he?
36.
Yeah, he's got to fight someone in the top 10. He's got to jump up really
What
quickly because he's not going to make any money fighting, low people. He's got to make a name for himself.
they should throw him to
Telling you,
Belal.
Wonderboy would be a good matchup. They have the same style. They both point strike and be a lot of volume.
That'd be a boring fight, though.
You
They
don't want to
just
put him with the wrestler because he's gonna get on his ass, and that's gonna be the whole fight.
yeah. What about
Wait, what weight class are they? Is it because Holland fights at 285?
Welterweight.
185?
should he fight
Yeah.
Michael Chiesa?
No. That'd be a
Oh.
boring fight.
Or
Chiesa's
what
okay.
about Vincent Luke?
You know what would be a good fight? Oh,
What?
Marvin
Who?
Vettori.
Mmm.
He's kind of like a gatekeeper who's like there. I think Adesanya beat him twice. He's a tough kid. That thick.
He's scary.
Nah, he's just
Yeah.
he's not really good at. He's not great at anything. He's just like a tough guy who's okay wrestler, okay
He's
striker.
tough.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
You want someone against MVP who he could take kids and he could kind of expose them, and you're gonna highlight MVP, not really Vittori.
Yeah. I'd like to see Chiesa because he talks some smack too, but he is a
Chiesa's
wrestler.
done. Yeah, he's a
He is
jiu-jitsu
done.
guy.
But he talks a lot of smack, so that might get him some hype, give MVP a chance to get his name out there, or more, more hype.
No Magny, I guess.
Magny, huh? Didn't he just win? He just won, right?
Yeah, he beat
Yeah, he
Mallet
just won.
a lot.
That would be actually a good fight for both of them. One of these guys is going to go up, one of these is going to go down. So I guess if you want to put him against Vittori, then you're just rooting for MVP to win. But if you put him against Magny, it's one of these guys is in and one of these guys is out. So that's interesting. But we'll wait to see what Dana says. Now we're getting into the co-main event and the fight of the night easily.
If you would have
Dustin
listened to us,
Poirier.
you would have won a lot of money this weekend. We love
Yes,
Dustin,
sir.
and we said Dustin at. I mean, we've talked about this sometime on like fights and hockey things and game football where you're like the wrong team's favorite, and you pray for those days when the odds are wrong. Not really the odds, but a big like the Cowboys, right? They're a big public betting team, and you want them to bet against a good team that the odds are wrong. And sometimes we're wrong, but like this one, we knew, man, the hype's wrong. Dustin, this should
Bing,
not
bang.
be an underdog, and man.
Absolutely.
He won
man.
everywhere. I know some people are gonna say that Benoit's tough, dude. He's young. He's gonna be a good guy. Like I said earlier, he's a fucking special forces, but he's going in there just to fight with bare hands, not no weapon.
And he's young.
Yeah.
He's young. He's hype. He's ready.
Yeah, but like sometimes you bite off what you can. This reminded me like the old UFC when like, people didn't have undefeated records because they fought like Dan Henderson fought good people and shit like that. So
yeah.
look at Anderson. He had losses. Anderson Silva. One of those where people not worried about their name, and Dustin's cemented it. He's a Hall of Famer. He's not worried about like taking this loss, right? I mean, he had to prove it.
Yeah.
And they're gonna say Benoit like the first round. He was on top a lot, but Dustin didn't look worried at all. And the only reason he was on top is because Dustin kept shooting for like every fucking guillotine he could get and missed.
Yeah. Did you see this one, Mac?
No, I didn't watch this one.
Yeah, I watched it.
Holy smokes. Okay, well, this, yeah, but this was basically them throwing Dustin to the wolves. They said, okay, go make Benoit look good. And
Dustin took the fight. He could have said no.
Well, I'm saying it's like, okay, he took the fight, but yeah, he didn't have to take the fight and put his and risk it. But I mean, just the fact that they're putting him against this young kid is like make or break in my mind. It's a big risk for him, right?
Yeah.
and he put himself. He's number 3, so he put himself right at the top of the list again. So I think he gets a title shot, and soon
Well,
he
like
might
the
be the
champ,
next one.
what's his name? Mac. I remember his fucking name. How do you say his name? Khabib's cousin.
Oh,
What's his name?
Islam Makhachev?
Yeah, he
Oh
said
yeah,
he was impressed that Dustin took the fight and how good he looked, and that he thinks Dustin deserves. He wants to fight Dustin. So I'm glad
yeah.
Dustin's a good dude. He's a long time veteran, and I hope he wins the
If
belt at least once, because
if
he's gonna fight just the same way Khabib did, and he did not do well against Khabib. So
no, he got tired real quick. But if he makes the same mistakes he made with Benoit with Islam, man, that's gonna be a
no,
poor showing for him.
I don't think he will, because Dustin's not like Curtis Blades. Like, you know what Curtis Blades is gonna do. Dustin, like
Yeah,
when he fought Gaethje, right?
yeah,
He stood and banged. He took his time, and he Gaethje's a fucking Homer Simpson, right? You're gonna hit him all day in the head. You're not gonna knock him out. So he beat the fuck out of his body with body shots. And then
yeah.
with Chandler, he just outboxed Chandler, clean boxing, because Chandler throws these looping wide shots. So he adjusts the style, but I mean, someone like Khabib's so dominant at what he does, it's hard to. I mean, you're not going to train for that in fucking training camp. They've been doing that since they're fucking 10 years old.
It looked like he was just very excited, and obviously everyone's gonna say the guillotines. Well, he was just grabbing at anything he could, and he was excited,
Well,
and Benoit didn't have the power to do anything back.
yeah.
So he looked very weak.
And
It was
everyone
very
predicted that Benoit
disappointing.
was the more powerful grappler, and I think Dustin said he thought he would be stronger, and when he wasn't, that's what I kept going. You give me the neck, I'm gonna go for it. And he hit a black
Absolutely,
belt jiu-jitsu, which I mean,
yeah, that was super disappointing.
hey, but
And
if you
for the
bet on that, you got plus money on Dustin.
Absolutely, absolutely. We got Dustin at 140, and it was
It was
a very
185.
exciting
It was
fight.
185 same day.
Oh, you got 185?
Plus
Oh
money.
man, I got mine too early, but
It was
I got 140, so it was still
anything's plus,
good. Plus is plus, yeah. But
especially when you think he's the favorite.
and at the main event, we got Sean O'Malley versus Marlon Vera. So, is there anything that you saw in this one that kind of surprised you? I mean, obviously he didn't get away. He didn't get a clean knockout. He didn't.
He did
Did he
everything he could to
impress
knock
you?
him out. He broke his fucking face, dude.
Yeah, they both broke each other, man.
Oof.
I think
Wow.
Sean took a lot.
Sean didn't take too much. I think he got tired from beating his ass in.
Dude, he couldn't even walk after the fight.
Yeah, he throws leg kicks, and yeah, I mean, he did it. He hit him with everything, man. I mean, a lot of those body shots to the ribs, you hit elbows.
Yeah, something about Marlon Vera, but he just always hits.
Yeah.
It's
But
a
now the
really
fight
good
was a
damage.
great. I mean, I know a lot of people are gonna say it's not a good fight because it was kind of very one-dimensional. Like O'Malley won every round, but I like those fights. Like I like seeing, a clinic like that, and that was a fucking clinic by O'Malley. That's how you two things. The UFC.
Yeah,
I love the UFC regardless, but when they have stars like Connor, like Ronda Rousey or fucking Brock Lesnar, it just makes it better. It makes it more public eyes. So to me, I liked it. I mean, I knew Cheeto Vera had no fucking chance. I mean, if you watched the first fight, you knew that didn't show anything. So, and then,
yeah,
I mean, O'Malley's a complete fucking striker, man. And Cheeto's tough, but he's too slow. He's too stiff, and it's
yeah,
just O'Malley's so fluid and so rangy, he's so fucking long, and he's good at everything. He talks about his shit, and people like Colby, right? They don't take him serious, but Colby could
yeah,
fight, and O'Malley's more
yeah.
dangerous. So
Well, I thought I gained a lot of respect for Vera on this fight. I mean, not. I had him like I was feeling like the Rocky vibes, like he was going to come back and he was going to
Well, that's
get
the
him.
thing. I mean, we called that fight to a fucking T. We said Vera always gives away the first round, if not two. He didn't do
Yeah,
anything the first round, and O'Malley was touching him, but he wasn't. I think he cracked him a little bit, but he gave away the first two rounds. That was before.
yeah.
Well, he got that knee in the second round, but I mean, before that, he basically the round was already lost.
Oh
And
yeah,
I've seen him do that in other
absolutely.
fights where he does it, and those are 3 round fights sometimes where he'll give it away, and he's not trying to get a decision at all, and I'll give him that. I like that. I hate fighters that just try to go for decision. He's not worried about losing a round because he thinks he's gonna finish you. And he does have power, But who did he fight? Was it? It was somebody
I,
who's ranging. Oh, I think it was
Munoz,
no.
Sanhagen.
Sanhagen. Sanhagen's
Yeah,
really smart, kind of like Dominic Cruz, but he's much better, well-rounded striker. Where he's not gonna like sit there and bang with you like a Muay Thai fighter. He's gonna come in and out. He's gonna strike you and hit out, and he just couldn't get him. He couldn't get him cleanly, and that's gonna be the problem with him. He's too much of a slow starter. I don't know why he does that.
yeah. Well, got him to a championship
I
fight,
don't think he did. I think he got the fight because O'Malley wanted the fight. O'Malley
of
called
course.
him out, which is that when you get
Yeah,
a champion that's motivated, oh man,
yeah,
that's the best thing, because they're being hunted. But O'Malley said, "Bring that fucker back." He's running his mouth saying he beat me when it should have been a no contest. Everyone knows that. So yeah, you
yeah,
knew he was motivated. It's like, oh, and then he's just too fast, and Vera's not that fast at all.
yeah.
He's more of a kind of like a methodical. He does got
Any last
power, but
takes? Any takes on that, Mr. Mack? What do you think? Anything that you take from UFC 299 that
I'm gonna have to
surprises
jump
you
out real
or
quick.
anything?
I'll try to jump back in
Okay,
a bit.
okay, no worries. We're gonna go football in a second here. What do you think, Mr. Mack? Anything that you take from UFC 299? Anything you're looking forward to in the next UFCs?
Um, watching the UFC 300 promo
Oh
during this last pay-per-view, I'm not hyped at all. And my
no,
brother,
yeah,
who knows way less than me, he's more of a normie.
yeah.
He just kept like going like, who the heck are all these fighters? Like, I've never heard of any of these people.
Oh
And then
yeah,
he
you
was
gotta
making
be.
fun. He was making fun of the little factoids they put next to some of the fighters. And he was just making fun of. He's like, how's the UFC expecting to get people like me to watch this? And
That's
I'm like,
true.
yeah, this seems like a more of a hardcore MMA fans show or card, but um, I would I would think hardcore enthusiasts would also be just like, man, for it being like a big deal, it doesn't really seem like Dana did maybe the best he could, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, I was just looking at the card and I was kind of excited for a couple fights, but there's nothing on the top that just says, oh, that's the fight. And then you bring along the other ones. I always wondered if you could put a whole bunch of good fights together and if that makes a good card. But no, you really need that top of the card, you know, uh, freaking fight that just is the the show and everybody's excited to watch it and it kind of carries the card and they don't have that. Can they still add something or do you think they're just gonna say screw it? Because you look
Uh,
at some of these fights, they got uh Sterling versus Qatar. That's a heck of a fight. And then you got Porzenga versus Ratchik. I don't know Ratchik, but I definitely know Poroshenka is a big draw, and that guy is pretty exciting to watch. But the normie fan doesn't know him, of course, right?
yeah,
Uh,
I was confused, but you were talking about the prelim, but yeah, yeah.
well, I'm just talking about the whole card in its totality. You got Oliveira versus Cesarican. That's a good fight.
Yeah, I mean, or maybe there's something glitchy going on, but for some reason on the early prelims, you have Garbrandt fighting, what's his face? Figueroa?
Figueroa.
Figueiredo?
Yeah, I don't know, but I know I'm excited to see. What did you just say? You said Garbrandt. I'm excited to
Yeah,
see what Garbrandt
yeah,
does with his
Cody.
career.
And
I feel
and
like
then
it's a
you
resurgence.
you have Jim Miller, who's,
97 years
uh
old.
yeah, but he's like a what is
Fan
it fair to
favorite.
call him like a, I guess, like a fan favorite journeyman? Is that
Yes,
He,
yes, that's
a
exactly what Jim
proper
Miller.
label?
yeah, he needs to retire. I think he. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think he has 29 wins. I think he's trying to
Oh
get
my
30
god.
wins at the UFC 300 or something. I don't know. I could be wrong.
Oh, that would be
Uh,
pretty sweet and retire.
And then you have my favorite UFC female fighter, Jessica Andrade.
Oh gosh, they
fighting.
they added that fight so to kind of like make 300 complete. Boy, was that a letdown. They kind of like had this big thing where
Who is she
they
fighting?
they released it, and it was like,
Who is
oh,
she
what's
fighting?
going to be the fight? Let me see. She
Some
is
chick
fight.
called Marina Rodriguez.
That's a good fight. They're both strikers, and they're both from Brazil.
I know, but nobody really cares. That's the problem.
Yeah, she's
I'm
not a
talking.
draw, but she's definitely one of the more known women fighters in 115 and 125. So
But look, they had this thing, this like reveal for this last
Dana's
fight for
trying to
UFC
pump up.
300.
He does do big,
Yeah,
like 100, 200 UFC. It's just
yeah,
bad timing, man. I mean, I don't know. He went all out on
I,
this card. He should have put Dustin on that card.
yeah. Dustin or O'Malley, right?
Yeah,
You
O'Malley's
could
good,
have
man.
you could have done either one on the top of the 300, but the top of the 300 is kind of weak. But Pereira is pretty cool, but not to the normie fan. You know what I
Yeah, to
mean?
like a hardcore UFC fight, I love him, but he's
Oh
not going to
yeah,
draw many names.
and he's
You know
funny
who?
and he's exciting.
The main fight or the last fight of the early prelims is interesting. Jalen Turner against Moicano.
Yeah, Jalen Turner's a fucking beast, dude. He's that.
They do
He's
have
like
good
six.
fights.
Isn't he
That
like
should
six
be
foot three? But he's
entertaining.
like 155 pounds.
Yeah,
That guy's a
it's
monster.
it almost it it almost seems like the prelim is just as good as the main card.
Who's he fighting? He's fighting Donato Moicano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's gonna beat the fuck out of Moicano.
Ooh. Is that a lock? Do we have
Yeah,
that? Should we lock that in?
yeah. Hey,
You-
is that you're sure he's fighting the Turner guy? He's like that black dude who's super tall, right, and rangy.
Yeah.
Yeah, the tarantula.
They're the same weight class.
Woo!
Oh,
Yes,
dude,
sir.
Moicano moved up. Yeah, that's a lock, dude. I don't give a fuck. Whatever the odds are, there's no way.
Yeah, Jalen
Moicano,
Turner
he's. I mean,
6'3".
a couple of fights he's lost by bad KO, and Jalen Turner's gonna knock him the fuck out, dude. I'm not. I don't like to say by finish or not, but I'm gonna say take the fight if you're gonna bet like $500 to like 100 by KO. So
Wow. That's gonna be
Wow.
so we got Gagey versus Holloway. Who knows how that one's gonna turn out?
I know how
Probably
it's gonna turn out. Max Holloway is one of my
oh
favorite fighters. He does not have power at 145. How the fuck is he gonna go fight one of the hardest hitters in the UFC? Not just for his division. Gaethje's one of the hardest hitters. Period. Everything.
mm,
So I mean, Gaethje. I don't like this fight at all, Max. At all. I mean, Max is a fucking dog, dude. One of my favorite fighters. I love the way he fights. I love when he fucking talks. Everything's good, and he's got heart, dude. But he's got short reach, and he's moving up to a bigger weight class, and he doesn't have power at his weight class. Like, how the fuck is he gonna hurt Gaethje? I've seen Gaethje go in wars, and he doesn't give a fuck if he gets hurt. What's Max gonna do?
yeah.
Pepper him to death? I mean, think about it. Even when he fought Poirier at 155, when he moved up to get the double champ,
Yeah.
he overwhelmed. I mean, he lost the fight decisively. He almost got KO'd every time Dustin hit him. Every fucking time. I rewatched the fight so many times. Every time Dustin hits him, he rocked him. The power was way different because Gaethje moved up and gained muscle weight. Max just didn't cut weight because Max is a permanent 155er, and so now he's gonna go against fucking and he did. I think in the fourth round, right? He caught the second win. He what he normally does. He overwhelmed him with his volume. And you could see Dustin was just tired. And yeah, he was hitting some shots, but at 145, it works. Not going to work here. And now he's going to go against a guy who doesn't get fucking tired. He's not going to get Gaethje tired.
No.
So as much as I hate
No.
to say this is one of those fights. Max is a big public fighter, right?
Yeah.
Now, I think he's going to be a big underdog, but I think Gaethje wins for sure. You know what? Sneak peek. Max Holloway might be my favorite fighter, but I do like Gaethje too. Like I like both these fighters, but from a betting standpoint, I take parlay fucking Turner and fucking Gaethje not the lock.
Woo! Dang. What do you think about that, Mr. Mac?
Train, say your prayers, eat your vitamins, be true to yourself, true to your country, be a real American. Whew.
He's
Wow.
Republic, dude.
Not Gagey.
No, Gaethje's he's American as fuck.
He's American. Let's go. So, yeah, thumbs up or thumbs down the UFC 300? Is it going to be a winner? Is the pay per view going to make some money?
It's gonna make money, but I think this card was surprisingly really good
Where is
and
it? Vegas?
successful. I don't even know where it is, but I think
Huh.
it's gonna be. I think it's not gonna do much better than this one if maybe they tie.
Yeah, it's in Vegas.
Mm. So that should make some money. That should, be a big hype. I wonder what they're going to do. Is this around like Cinco de Mayo or something?
No,
Oh,
April
interesting.
13th.
Hmm. So speaking of hype, man, we have a ton of moves going on in the NFL. Are you guys pumped for this NFL
yeah,
season?
can't wait for the draft.
This is ridiculous. I can't even comprehend all that's happened, all the teams, all the names that have changed. Starting off with Gardner Minshew coming to the Raiders. What do you think about that?
All right, best
Do you
quarterback
think
you
that
guys have had in like 20 years.
you guys, what does that mean? Hispanic
You,
people? Just because
you're
I'm a
not.
Hispanic person
You're
doesn't
not.
mean I'm a Raiders fan.
You're not Hispanic.
I'm Chicano.
No, you're not.
What do you guys think about Zach Moss going to the Bengals? That gives them a really good. He was probably the best running back on the Colts last year. I think,
The
from what
Bengals.
I
I
saw.
mean, they had a good running back. What was his name?
I know, but he's always hurt, and there's
Yeah,
always something going
Zach
on with him.
Moss has never been like the main workhorse. He's always like part of a fucking like a multiple back system. So I'm not super thrilled. I mean, it's a good piece, but I'd
You
rather
got to
get.
do it, and he's a tough blocking running back, and you got to do anything to protect Burrow.
They need to get a better defense. Yeah, but you need linemen. Not fucking
Absolutely.
Zach Moss. If you're getting your running back, your big off-season line protection, you're a fucking problem.
They should draft the linemen. Where are they in the draft?
Not great. Probably 15, 16, somewhere around there. I don't know.
Where are they, Mac?
Who?
Google it, bro.
The
Colts?
Bengals. The Bengals. All he watches Jets. All he watches is Jets. That's all he ever watches.
No,
Never know what
the Bengals are 18th.
I told you. Right around 15, 16.
They could get a good lineman at 18.
They could get like whatever they do, they need to get a fucking lineman or the best defensive player available. Or you know what? They might trade. They're going to trade away Higgins. So they might get a couple more picks. So.
Whoa! You think they trade T. Higgins?
Well, he requested a trade.
Why would he do that?
Because they franchise tagged him. He wants to get
No,
paid.
they're not going to pay him.
No.
So everybody gets franchised.
They're going to pay Chase.
Fuck yeah, they're going to pay Chase. Sorry, T. Higgins.
There's more Raider news. D.
I'm Chico.
Chico.
Anyway, spit it out.
We're not talking about what's in your pants. Well, anyways.
It's Chiquito. The Raiders tight end Austin Hooper. He's expected to sign with the Patriots for a 1-year deal worth up to $4.5 million.
That's addition by subtraction for the Raiders.
Austin Hooper. Wait, that's not the guy. What's the guy's name out of Notre Dame? Didn't they pick up the guy from Notre Dame last year?
Mayer.
Yeah, Mayer. Michael Mayer. Yeah, the serial killer. Yeah, he's way better. Who cares about Austin Hooper?
Austin Hooper, he played in the Super Bowl that the Falcons lost.
Bye.
He had a really good year that year.
Oh! Good year, my balls. Who cares?
Yeah, he was good on that offense.
He's all right.
This just shows you how fucking dumb the Patriots are going to be without Belichick. Sorry.
Yeah, well, you know what? I just got an article up here that says Bill Belichick might be done coaching if he wants to pick up a DC or something like that, but he's not going to get a HC job. What do you guys think about that? I just saw an article talking about that.
I think the league's going to try to blackball him from becoming the most winningest coach of all time.
That's insane. How could he not get a coaching job?
That said, I'd love him as a defensive coordinator.
Yeah, that would be awesome. But would he take it? Question.
You have him as a DC. You have Pete Carroll as a fucking OC. God damn.
Yeah, that would be crazy.
And they're both pissed off because they both kind of got ran out. So you get those guys motivated. Come on, you don't even need a fucking head coach. Pete Carroll's a raw cheerleader guy. And Belichick hates fucking talking to the media. So man, yeah,
Ooh, yeah.
I think those two
And
guys
then
go
you
to the fucking XFL or something, dude. Go whip some ass over there.
and then you get Shanahan as your HC,
The
and
No, no,
finally get
no,
UFL.
him to Super
no. You
Bowl.
get Nick Saban.
Ooh, dang! That would be the Hall of Fame right there. That would be the Monster Squad. Does that make you jizz in your pants, Mr. Mac?
Yeah, sure.
That's the Sidney Sweeney of the NFL right there. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
pretty. That's pretty amazing.
the pillow puppies.
Could you imagine that? Nick Saban, and then Pete Carroll as your OC, and then Bill Belichick as your DC, and then you got freaking Sidney Sweeney as your cheerleader head coach. Oh my
Huh.
gosh, that's a heck of a
With
team.
mandatory topless uniforms too, by the way.
Whoa! This is a family show.
Yeah, if you have a family, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. Watch it.
That's
Check
right.
her out.
That's how you make families.
It's her biggest assets. She feeds babies with those.
No, she doesn't have any babies.
I'll
Yeah,
still
not
try to get
yet.
milk.
You got Gerald Everett going from the Chargers to the Falcons. You know why, right?
No,
Hey, the tight end, right?
no, it's
Yeah.
defensive end. Tight
Yeah,
end?
No, it's a
decent,
tight
man.
end. Tight end.
Okay.
Yeah. Because the Chargers are getting rid of their tight ends because they're drafting one named Brock Bowers, no doubt about it. You heard it here first. Brock Bowers going to the Chargers. And you got AJ Dillon, he's still on Green Bay. You got Uche, the Pats
Speaking of Green
re-signed.
Bay, they got your running back.
I don't know what you're talking about. Your running back. I don't know
Josh
what.
Jacobs. They cut.
Oh, Josh Jacobs. Yeah, he's going over to Green Bay. Screw him. They already got the Georgia running back. That's just as good. We're going from Bama to Georgia. No problem.
Yep.
You know what's a huge thing? Austin
Yeah.
Eckler going from the Chargers to the Commanders. Wow.
Nah,
I didn't think,
the Commanders are gonna fucking suck. No one gives a shit.
but Eckler, man, he's the guy.
Nah, he's like a 4 or 5 scat back.
That guy is
And
amazing.
now
He's
he has
got.
no quarterback. He went from having a good quarterback to no quarterback.
I don't know. Sam Howell was leading the league in yards for like the first 7 weeks.
I don't
So
hate Sam Howell. I like him as a prospect. He's not going to turn your franchise around, man. But the big news for running backs is Saquon Barkley going to fucking Philadelphia.
well, we're getting there. My gosh, you can't jump. Can we just?
I fucking hate the Jets that they gave Daniel stupid fucking retard Jones. They paid him that money. They paid him to a franchise running back. I know they don't value running backs no more, but you have one of the best running backs ever, potentially.
Yes.
This probably our generation. I guess it's hard to say because the running backs don't get the love no more. But Daniel Jones, he had his best season. Check it. He had like 15 touchdowns and like fucking 8 picks, and they gave him $100 and fucking something million, and you won't pay Saquon Barkley. I'm sorry. You could direct snap it to fucking Saquon Barkley. He's gonna get more than 15 touchdowns.
Well, at least Saquon will be in the game.
Yeah, I mean, take that money that you gave. Daniel Jones fucking sucks. They should have cut him. No one's gonna pay him that money. He's a bottom third quarterback. Being generous, he fucking sucks.
Oh my god!
Take that money, pay more offensive linemen, right? Fucking pay.
Tell me what you really think.
They're fucking dumb. They're stupid. I mean, pay me to be a coach or a consultant. These people are fucking dumb. They recycle these stupid ass people who don't know what to do. And like, what are you doing, man? Daniel Jones, you have this all-star fucking running back. I don't know what to do. They're gonna suck. That's their best player, and now they have their franchise quarterback. They can be happy with him.
What do you think about that, Mac?
Yeah, no, it was surprising. I didn't expect him. I thought he was going to go to Houston.
You thought Saquon was going to go to Houston?
Yeah, because there was a lot of that stuff out on sites and people who are connected to the NFL tweeting about that.
Well, they got a ton of money. You would think the Texans are going to get somebody, right?
I was surprised by the Cashman dude, the linebacker from the Texans, leaving Houston, because Houston's defense, which is what ultimately let them down in the playoffs, they're signing some nice players.
their defense did good. It was a low scoring game for the first half, and then
Yes,
they're a young team, man. They're a young team.
absolutely.
Come on, man. They were
Absolutely.
the worst fucking team in 1 year. They turned it around with a rookie quarterback and a rookie coach.
Yeah.
Nah, man, they're happy.
Yeah, shut up, man. Stop
Fuck,
talking
it was
about them.
you, fucking little Chico Petito. You're the one who said that everyone has a goal. If they don't win the championship, they're losers. And I beg to differ. Houston
Absolutely. No,
Texans
that's
and their
true.
franchise, their whole franchise and their fan base are fucking ecstatic with how this year turned out.
Fine, be ecstatic to lose. Fine.
You would know. You're a
just
Raiders fan.
I'm not a Raiders fan.
Okay.
Danielle Hunter from the Vikings. He's going to Houston too.
Good for them.
The
Yeah,
pass
no,
rusher.
they need a couple pieces. They need just a couple pieces to put them over the top and a little bit of experience, but they definitely could have won that game. Are you okay? Are you in a fight or something?
Who?
You.
I don't know. Somebody got beat up right now.
Not me.
That's right. What about Tony Pollard going to the Titans? He was like a second back, you know.
Yeah, Titans are gonna fucking suck this year. So they lost. They got rid of their coach, who's a good coach. They got rid of their star player. Where did he go? Derrick Henry.
I don't know. Oh yeah, right here. He went to. He went to the Ravens. Derrick Henry. That's some swag right there. They got a swag
like Army, team. Navy team where all they're gonna do is
run. My lord. Oh my lord, this ain't right. Could you imagine that? You know he's still got the speed, so you're gonna have Lamar. He's gonna, option that over there. You're gonna get him
RPO,
over
a read pass offense. Everyone's gonna dive on Lamar Henry.
Holy smokes! And then you'll have the tight end at full strength. You do not want to play this team at the beginning of the year. Yeah, my gosh, without their injuries on paper, holy smokes. I mean. Does this really help them get past the Kansas City Chiefs? Was that the problem? Maybe. They couldn't run the ball.
Their offense did choke when they played them. They didn't do nothing.
Lamar couldn't run the ball for some reason, and he just got frozen in the lights or something. The lights got too big. I don't know what happened.
Your boy Kirk?
Kirk, the guy I knew from as a young man in 7th grade?
Kirk,
or what have we got? Who?
Kirk Cousins.
Moneybags.
Oh no! Shut up! We're getting there, bro. So Danico Autry, I know, but I'm just trying. There's so many things going on. It's just ridiculous.
You some stupid shit. Just go to the highlights. People watching there, you know about that little crap.
AJ Espinoza. You got Willie Gay Jr. going to the Saints.
Do we have any people on the chat?
Wait, hold on. Chidobe Awuzie.
Awuzie.
Yeah, that's a big shift from the Bengals to the Titans. So the Titans are doing something.
They're gonna suck. They're rebuilding.
I don't know, man. What are the Bengals doing? It looks like they're not doing much
Joe
right now.
Burrow to be up and upright and healthy, have some weapons, get to the playoffs. That's it. And what do they do when they get to the playoffs? They're the only team to beat fucking Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. That's all we need.
Yeah. Well, the Panthers are blowing up their team. Frankie Louvu, he was like probably their best defensive player.
You can't blow up a pile of shit. So they're just still.
Well, they did. You think you can't, but they did. They not only gave up Frankie Louvu, but they also gave up their other linebacker.
And it's a quarterback that everybody wants to give up on already. So.
Oof. I don't even know about that guy. I don't even know if he's going to be good.
It's too early to tell. He's a number one prospect. He'll be fine. I mean, he might be fine. If they keep fucking him up with new coaches and entirely new staffs, he's going to get the Alex Smith treatment, and that's not going to be good for any quarterback. So,
you think Stephon Gilmore goes anywhere?
Nah, he's old. He's got to retire.
Yeah.
He should go
Same thing with
to New England.
Yeah, he should go back there.
Jadeveon Clowney. He would probably sit in Baltimore if he knows what's good for him. Leonard Floyd to the 49ers. That's huge. What are they doing? I mean, what are they doing? They're just like, how many pieces can they have? Quarterback. They need quarterback. I don't know.
Where do you think Chase Young? Oh, we're still talking about the Niners?
Hold on. Yeah. Chase Young. So right there, Chase Young is to be determined. So do they pick him up since they picked up Leonard Floyd? How many top edge rushers can you have?
I think they said that they reported that he's Chase is gonna be meeting with the Saints and I think the Titans.
So he's done. He's out of there, huh?
Yeah, I think that's probably the main reason why Leonard Floyd was signed. They weren't gonna pick up Chase Young. Maybe they didn't like his effort or something.
Yeah. Well, he kind of disappeared for the last couple of games. He did show up on the Super Bowl, but for the last couple of games, he kind of disappeared, and I knew they weren't too happy
What
with him.
do you think it was effort or maybe he was freelancing on his assignments?
I don't know. Maybe he's just not that guy. Maybe he couldn't do it at Washington, and he came over and he thought he'd get because Bosa's getting double teamed, so this would free him up, and he is still insignificant. So they did not expect that. I think it's a big disappointment on the 49ers, and if you could get Leonard Floyd, I mean, heck, why not just let him go? Because you know what you got with him, but he's so young. Uh, how old's Leonard Floyd? Is he's like what 28 or something like that, isn't he? I don't know.
Doesn't it say right there on the screen?
Uh, is this his or are these their ages? Oh, he's 31.
I think yes.
Yeah, so he's 31. Yeah, that's pretty crazy that you can just replace him with Leonard Floyd, right? Just
Yeah,
like that.
that's their age.
That just doesn't happen that easy. But yeah, so Chase Young's 24. You just give up on a guy like that? I mean, there must have been some words that were, you know, uh, said between them in the locker room or something, but I can't explain that. What do you think about Patrick McQueen going to the Steelers? Woo!
Patrick McQueen.
Patrick Queen, yeah, going to the Steelers. I like that, man. The
He's
Steelers are, oh my gosh, you look at that. You're gonna have those three linebackers. It's gonna be like insane. That is gonna be insane. Who you got? What's his name? You got what's his name's brother, right? Who are the three linebackers on the Steelers? I can't even remember.
Patrick
What's his
Quinn.
name? Patrick Queen, yeah, of course. You got what's his name? Watt. You got Watt.
TJ.
Yeah, and then you got the guy Cameron, right? What's his
Upshaw?
name?
No.
Oh my gosh, Cameron Hayward, right?
James Harrison.
No, you ain't got James Harrison. What are you talking about? Are you going like him to the?
Christian
It's Hayward.
Kirk?
No, it's Hayward. I know it's Hayward, but
Um,
that's an amazing defensive
they have
linebacking core.
Quan Alexander, linebacker.
Do they?
Marcus Golden.
Wait,
Alex
wait.
Highsmith.
They have Quan Alexander on the Steelers.
Yeah, maybe it's a different Quan Alexander. They have Highsmith.
Oh,
I like Highsmith. He's good. Holcomb. He's all right.
yeah.
Blake
And they,
Martinez.
Blake Martinez. I don't even know who that is. Is he good?
Landon Roberts is all right when he was with the Patriots. That's not a bad
So hold on. You got
corner.
Josh Jacobs. We're looking at Josh Jacobs going from the Raiders to the Green Bay Packers, and as we can tell, that the Packers are on the ascension to the levels of a Super Bowl contender. What do you think about that move? Does that raise them up to the standard of Super Bowl contender, or
I
does
think
that help them out? Do you think
I think
Aaron
that
Jones
helps
is done?
them. Aaron Jones. He's gone. He signed with the Vikings.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. And
And
who's the Vikings quarterback? Do you think it's the bald guy? What's his name? Dobbs?
they signed Darnold.
Darrells? Who's Darrells?
No, they signed Darnold, Sam Darnold.